So my name is Sarah Fleming, and I am the head of charity for PayPal UK. I've been asked today to talk to you a little bit about why we've partnered with Giving Tuesday, a little bit about some of our successes, some of the challenges, and then really why corporations in general should get involved in the movement. So we've been partnering with Giving Tuesday since its inception in 2012. We've been immensely proud to be a partner of this movement that has inspired so much generosity. I know it's been told a couple times, so just to give you a size of the scale and the importance that we've seen. Last year, globally, we raised or processed over $98 million globally through the PayPal network. And to give you a size of that scale, overall, we've processed about $9.5 billion throughout the year. So for that one day, that's actually a very sizable chunk of donations. And as we've already said, it's a massive movement that we are very proud to be behind, and we feel like we can even do more. So why have we chosen to get involved? Well, a key tenet of our mission is really to make it easier than ever for people to be able to support their favorite causes and to give as easy as possible. So when you have a movement like this, you've got people that are excited, you've got people that are motivated, they're inspired. How do you make sure that they're able to give their donation as fast as possible so you catch them in that moment? And Giving Tuesday has really been instrumental in driving more awareness and driving more donations and more charities to get behind the day. So our role is really just to make that as seamless as possible. So over the years, we supported a number of ways. Last year, we decided to do a match donation of £50,000. Within the first 5 minutes, that match donation was gone. So that might be one of the reasons why. And you can imagine all the people one of the guys in this room actually, who had to go and scurry and change all of our marketing emails to say, actually, there's no more funding left. But as we dug into it a bit more, what we found was that there was a few charities that were very small in size, most of them we never actually heard of, who had rallied their communities to say, hey, when the clock strikes midnight, PayPal is going to be offering match donations, so make your money go even further, help us even more than you ever could by donating at this time. And so that right there, I think we realized not only do we have to reconsider, obviously, the matching and how that process works, but also how do we really rally not only charities, but all of their networks to get behind this cause. I think one of you had mentioned, talking about an individual cause that might be difficult for people to understand or to get behind. I don't know if you've seen sort of one of the recent third sector publication that talked about, from 16 to 26-year-olds, one of the main reasons they give is because they like to help people. And so you see these circles, these social circles of people that are fundraising for individuals, whether it's on Facebook or on GoFundMe or just giving. And so we actually have seen spikes of those circles popping up on Giving Tuesday and people saying, you know what, maybe there's not a cause I'm particularly behind, but I care about this individual. So how do you make sure that you're utilizing that power of the network and not just your organization, but all of those ambassadors that you have? So we're definitely going to do a lot more around that this year. One of the biggest challenges I think we face, and I know we've kind of been talked about the narrative of Giving Tuesday sort of changing into more of this global movement. I think for us, I'm American, so I totally get the whole Thanksgiving thing. I'm still thinking about gluttonous turkey, and then by the time Tuesday rolls around, I'm like, right, I need to give something back because I've ate too much and bought too much. And so that's sort of, I think, always stuck in my head. And as an American coming over to the UK, I'm very surprised by the number of either customers that we have or charities who don't quite understand why on this particular day. And so I think that narrative, and it's up to each and every one of us in this room to start to build that, and that's something that we want to use our power, our marketing, all the way that we talk about Giving Tuesday to make that super clear so that everyone understands what this movement actually is and they feel inspired to get behind it on that particular day. And so for us, not only has Giving Tuesday really helped us connect with more charities and more donors, but it actually really has strengthened our partnerships within other organizations and other corporations. And so as we talked about, obviously charitable giving and getting involved with causes is very important to a corporation and to their brand. But it also has helped us build relationships in numerous different ways because you have a common ground, which is just how do we do more to enable good. So I'm very happy to answer any questions anyone might have later about the specific benefits for a corporation. If you're thinking about it, if you're twiddling your thumbs, just do it. Take a chance, take a risk, try something new. It can't hurt you. In the end, I think there's a lot of learnings that we can all pull together to make this the best Giving Tuesday ever.